EA Sports coverage of the National City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken. A knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Like 20.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Value three.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go tonight. 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Five.
Go 50 inch the mic. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, exit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. That's
complete, right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in the sprinters.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're up and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Past the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Robert Woods. 62 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
180. Yeah,
let's get set. Check nickel.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Got three. Three down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check. Alert flare.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
King. 5.
58, come on. All day. Check 24.
Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gibson Abukum gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Hut, 180.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill.
Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looking for Woods that time, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back.
2 for 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guy.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Browns 21, Rams 6. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Rip right, rip right. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety.
Tell you one. Go, 12, let's go.
Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24. On the counter, Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 21-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Cut. 180. Shell.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 21 yards away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Hey, we got 3 days.
Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike. Rip left. 26 Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Tighten up.
And again, it's Mayfield. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Rams take over 1st and 6 at their own 4-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Check.
Maverick wall.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
What we got? What we got?
First down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mayfield. Lost the football. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing, Mayfield. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
56, check 56.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Right there, 56. Record. Alert.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the pass.
To throw is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Come on, 180.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Look, 180.
51. All day, baby. All day. All day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
180.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams out here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Whew.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that, and you have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 26 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. Spinning past him. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Super one.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go. 20.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
No. Off.
Maverick.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Browns take over.
We got this.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin this drive with Chubb. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Quick dance. Come. Real.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes. It all the way to the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 15. Check. Real. Check 3. King.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again with Chubb. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Point it right. Hurry! King!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just tied in one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
And the Browns first down.
180!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hot. White 20.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for Rams first down.
From From the 50, it's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.